Hey there, I'm Lynn Wells. Today I'm in the Southern Foods Test Kitchen in Greensboro, North Carolina, my hometown where I grew up all my life. I'm well familiar with Southern foods and what great quality they provide for the community and all of their customers. So for today's recipe, I'm going to be making creamy grits with fish. So fish and grits, I'm sure you're familiar with shrimp and grits, but this is going to be a real creamy grit recipe using stone ground grits, some fresh grouper, some sauteed vegetables that are seasoned perfectly, which will also act as not only more nutrients, but will also act as a garnish as well for the fish. And it's just going to be delicious. You could have this for brunch, for lunch, or even for dinner. It's just the perfect meal. So we're going to start with making the grits first. We're going to add 2 cups of chicken broth to a large stock pot, along with 2 cups of water, 1½ teaspoons of salt, 1 cup of yellow stone ground grits, a 1/2 cup of half and half, and 1/4 cup of cooking sherry. You want to bring this to a rolling boil. That's very important. Once your water has come to a rolling boil, you'll whisk in the grits gradually, and then you'll cover and reduce the heat to medium. Continue cooking and stirring occasionally until the liquid is absorbed and the grits are tender. This is going to take about 20 minutes. Now that the grits are setting up, I'm going to saute the vegetables. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil and a tablespoon of butter in the skillet and heat over medium-high heat. Next, I'm going to add the onions, the celery, the red bell pepper, fresh garlic, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to continue cooking these and stirring them frequently until they get tender or translucent, which will take about 5 minutes. Now it's time to cook this beautiful fresh grouper. We'll generously season the grouper on both sides with salt, freshly ground black pepper, smoked paprika, and nutmeg. Once the pan is hot and almost smoking, you'll set the grouper in the skillet and don't touch it. Just let it sit there and get a good char on it for about 3 to 4 minutes. Now it's time to flip the grouper and cook it for another 3 to 4 minutes until both sides are golden brown. So we've got the grits set up, the vegetables have sauteed, and the grouper has cooked to perfect 145 degrees. So now it's time to plate it up. So I'm going to take a shallow bowl or a pasta bowl and put a nice good ladle of these creamy stone ground grits. These have set up really nice. Maybe a little bit more. Then I'm going to come in with the vegetables. Maybe place those maybe 1/3 of the way in. Now remember, the vegetables have smoked paprika and nutmeg, which are a perfect flavor combination. And now I'm going to pick up a beautiful piece of halibut. I'm going to press that into the grits just like so. And then we'll add, of course, some microgreens on the top for a little color. And there you go. I think I need to taste it.